Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This is another edition of our real estate market update from across the country. And this segment is being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com, the place where professionals and entrepreneurs go to grow their business and leave a legacy. On this special segment, we're visiting California, LA to be specific, the greater LA, Los Angeles area. My guest joining me on the call today is Fernando Spindola. He's a commercial realtor based out of Whittier, California with Excellence Real Estate. Fernando, welcome to the call.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored, and let's get started and give a lot of value to your viewers.
Absolutely. We appreciate that. So Fernando, to begin with, tell us a little bit about your business and the type of folks that you specialize in helping.
I specialize in helping commercial property owners and business opportunity owners as well. So basically commercial real estate, commercial leases, and business opportunities. That's my little niche that I carved out. So I'm in the Southern California area. I mean, I can handle all California, but I like Southern California. I'm based out of here.
Excellent. And I'm really grateful to have you on because this is the first time we're getting an update from the commercial side. And I'm sure a lot of people that have businesses have lots of questions on their mind. Specifically, to kick us off, I know the pandemic's affected Southern California pretty hard. What's happening now, and what's the update or the latest news in your marketplace?
Man, the update is it's huge. Like, no one saw this coming. So it's like the landlords have one mentality, the tenants have another mentality, the business owners have another mentality, right? So let's just start with the landlord mentality, right? The landlords, some might be tight on money and funds, but let's go backtrack and talk about the tenants first, because the tenants are the most important, because they're the ones paying their rent and their lease, and the landlord pays for the property. Mm-hmm. So it's a domino effect. But yet again, remember the stimulus checks, and also the property owners, if they have a good accountant, they took advantage of that, because these past 3 months, the first 6 months, these past 6 months, the government was taking care of the landlords, but also the tenants. It's just a huge debacle. So it's like, what side are you on? And also there are California Association of Realtors created about, I believe, 9 forms specifically for the coronavirus. So now to show any type of property, you need to have those PED forms to show the property. It just states that there's a coronavirus. Please take care of yourself while you're in the property and viewing it. Plus, also in commercial real estate, with tenants and landlords too, basically there are forms as well saying, oh, you couldn't pay this month, then how are you going to pay it? Or do you want to just release the lease and just move on? So it's a lot of details to it, where what is the tenant and landlord need to come up to an agreement, because it's a huge debacle right there on that side. So the tenants need to speak with the landlord and just tell them up front and be honest. You know what? We're tight on money, but we're pivoting to make money and revenue to pay you. Like, we're gonna pay you. We can't pay you for 4 months, but let's put those 4 months in the back of our lease. Or we could do a payment plan. Our forms can provide that can set that up, do a payment plan of this month, we're gonna pay, we owe 4 months, but this coming month, we're gonna pay half of 1 month, and then just little by little and increments and stuff like that. So it's tenant and landlord. On the other side, the business opportunities, man, if you're not an essential business, like, I feel very, very sorry. Like, you need to just adjust, pivot for the next half a year or 2 years. We don't know how this is going to affect everyone, but business opportunities, it's the business owners. If you're not an essential business, you're hurting right now. And there's a lot of vacancies as well. Landlords are more adjusting and pivoting to get and acquire tenants that are open and that have not been affected by this pandemic, right? So it's like you could see it both ways. It's like the business owner, shoot, we're shut down. There's so many protocols that we need to follow. How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay mortgage? How are we going to, pay our car note and everything like that? So that's a little bit of everything right there.
It sounds like an incredibly daunting situation. However, we know that with every crisis, there's, a lot of opportunity as well. So let's look at are you seeing any light at the end of the tunnel, or where are the opportunities today for anything in the business world related to commercial real estate? What opportunities do you see out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So the business world, right there, brick and mortar is pretty much just dead or difficult to make a profit and get going, right? Like before the pandemic. So for business opportunities, I mean, there's always an opportunity in any time, right? Especially now. It's like you need to see exactly where the opportunity is. So for business owners, if you're interested in buying a brick and mortar retail location, I heard Ty Lopez and his partner Alex Mer bought like several retail locations, and then they're converting them into e-commerce. Everything is e-commerce now. Amazon is a huge Goliath in the world right now. So you need to buy retail, even a small little shop, and convert it into an e-commerce platform, drive traffic, get sales, and build that. In commercial real estate, there's always opportunity. So even before the pandemic, even if there was no opportunity or the commercial real estate owners did not want to sell, now is the perfect time. If their tenants are not paying, they're feeling a crunch. They're like, damn, I'm not getting paid from these tenants. So right now is the perfect opportunity for anyone who has some money right now and who could get financing for commercial real estate, could see that opportunity, buy it, put an offer, negotiate the offer. And from there, you'll be able to get a good offer in, get a good deal, and everything is negotiable, right? So it's like the tenants, the landlord, the property owners, the businesses there, maybe a owner user as well could occupy one location, and from there just do the big moves right now. Also, I've heard from big people where they're saying, we don't know how everything's going to lay out the rest of this year, so they're planning on buying properties, commercial properties, residential units as well in 2021. They're like, dude, we're saving our money right now, and 2021 we're gonna just pick every 2-3 months this property, this property, this property. So that's a smart strategic way to just wait, hold off, and plus we're in an election year, so it's like everything is just like at a standstill until the election comes, and that's we'll see how that direction goes in real estate, in businesses and stuff like that. And then coming next year, 2021, then we're gonna see the properties that the property owners that could not pay their rent, that cannot pay their mortgage, their debt service, then they're going to be hurting. Perfect opportunity to buy, perfect opportunity to make a deal happen with them. Also, the election, and then from there it's gonna be what direction it's going to happen. And then another opportunity would be the business owners, right? Business owners are hurting right now. If they're not making ends meet, then another person who has their cash on hand, cash is still king. Even though people say it is not, cash is not king, cash is king, cash flow is king as well. So business opportunity as well, they're hurting. Buy a small business, even a small little business, just buy it at a low discount. I've seen so many business opportunities go on the market after 3 months, 6 months, they haven't sold, a year they haven't sold. So right now it's a perfect opportunity to just go in there, buy it, negotiate the commercial lease at that space with the landlord, and then from there just make it profitable, pivot and profit.
Wow, Fernando, this is tremendous information. When I heard you mention e-commerce, it made me think of the opportunities being in like office parks or warehouse spaces. What about these strip malls? Are you saying that some of these strip malls with the the CAM and taxes, are those going to be adjusting if people are taking those kind of strip mall retail spaces and turning those into e-commerce? Or kind of clarify that for me. Or are you really specifically saying office parks are the opportunity like Amazon?
Man, right now it's very hard to tell because the malls, my local mall right here is just shut down. Like only the malls, you could only do curbside buy and pick up. E-commerce, you buy it online, you could go pick it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then only the big retail, the big conglomerates like Sears, Macy's could buy. You could buy there because you have a door outside, leading outside. So as long as you could go into the mall, into the store, and shop, then you're okay. So it just depends. Right now, even restaurants too, they're hurting. Even though they pivoted a little bit in the cities, allowing them to occupy the parking space. So right now, open area is huge. Parking space is huge. Because the restaurants, you could turn that parking space into an outdoor patio. I've seen it in my local markets as well. That's huge right there for the restaurant industry. So hopefully they're picking up slowly but surely. And then office parks, they're hurting as well. Everyone's hurting. But office, it just depends on what niche you are in. And also if you are going to pivot as well, because if you're doing one office, but then if you're taking care of one industry, but that industry is hurting, then guess what? You're also going to be hurting. So you need to just adjust and see where the money is, who's making the money. And right now, you got to see what's open right now, right? Medical is huge right now. They haven't closed, right? It's all the essential business that have not closed. They're still running, making money, business, money like normal. So it's like these businesses that are shut down, they need to see the vision, pivot, and see where are their customers going to be at, and let's switch.
Wow, tremendous information. Fernando, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like how did you get started in commercial real estate and what inspired you?
Basically, I'm an entrepreneur. I remember selling door to door when I was like those candy, the school candy,
the fundraiser stuff.
Yeah, the fundraisers, exactly. Like I was like 6, 7. You know, I won a bike too. My dad, I would go to it's his birthday today too. Happy birthday, Dad!
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. So, just selling door to door, chocolates, this, that, everything. So then I got online and learning online stuff. And then, I mean, trust me, it was difficult, very, very difficult. Just these past couple of years, I saw a lot of momentum from, you know how they say, I was an overnight success for 10, 20 years. That was my overnight success. So I basically saw in the market that I covered previously and now is Downey, California. You know, so Downey, California, I saw a huge niche where residential real estate, everyone is a residential real estate agent. Like everyone knows a residential real estate agent. So I'm like, man, I want to do something different. Residential real estate is more emotional, you know? I don't want to sell a house because my kids were born here. Like, it's so emotional. I'm like, I cannot deal with those types of, I'm not a psychologist, but I cannot deal with those type of sellers, buyers. I'm like, I'll go crazy. So I'm like, no, let me do, I'll take one if it lands on my lap or if it's easy and then, you know, we'll make it happen. But then I saw the niche of commercial real estate. I looked around, I was like, man, there's no commercial real estate realtors around this area. There are a couple, but you don't see them. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just target commercial real estate. I saw my niche. That's my little that I carved out. And these past 3 years have been great. Everyone from my residential offices in real estate know me as the commercial realtor in the area. So I carved out my little niche. Now I'm at a great office, great broker, Mr. Anthony Amodeo. He's teaching me a lot where he's very like ethical and legal minded, like compliance minded. So he's teaching me all the little tricks right there where I'm able to just see things and just make sure we cover ourselves. We do not want to get sued by anything or anyone, right? That's the whole thing. And then just I carved out a little niche, commercial real estate. I love it. Eventually, I want to buy commercial real estate, mixed use, have multiple little businesses as well. So I targeted the business opportunity niche as well, and I just carved it out. And I'm helping, I'm learning as well a lot. I'm bringing value to people, and that's what I like. I like dealing. It depends on who you want to deal with, right? Who do you want to deal with as a customer? Like, do you want to deal with emotional clients? Do residential. If you want to deal with business savvy, intelligent, business money minded individuals that have cash, that are well off, go with commercial. Business opportunities. Like, it's a different mindset that people have, right? So it just depends on the mindset. I chose the commercial real estate business opportunities, and I'm happy. I'm just making it happen.
As a fellow entrepreneur, I can totally relate to you when you were mentioning the types of folks you want to just work with, and you must love working with business owners and creators and people that want to drive business and commerce. So I can totally relate with that. Fernando, for our listeners now that are in your area that could potentially use your help and want to connect with you, how do they find you and how do they get in touch with you?
Great. So I'm just launching my real estate website, my whole FernandosSpindola.com. This is like hot off the press, Mark. Hot off the press. Look at that.
Nice.
Hot off the press right here. So yeah, I'm very excited. This business card was awesome. It's taller too. So contact me anytime. I'm always available. My phone number will be available, and FernandosSpindola.com. We have two main offices, Whittier and Montebello. You know, I'm on all social medias as well, Instagram, Facebook. I go Facebook Live, Instagram Live, you know, at least a couple times a week. And I'm just helping people, inspiring them, motivating them. So, you know, I'm looking for internships too. And if anyone's available, let's make it happen, create a group and just do it, you know. So I'm always available to help, and we'll make it happen.
Fernando, I really appreciate your commercial real estate market update today. I wish you continued success, and thanks for sharing with my listeners. I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you. I can't wait to see what the future holds, and thank you for the opportunity. You're the man.
I'm Mark Imperial, and this segment was brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com, the place where professionals and entrepreneurs go to grow their businesses and leave a legacy. So if you're looking for your lead generation book or referral getting book, or you want to leave a legacy, go to booksgrowbusiness.com. That's all for now. Until my next expert spotlight, I'm Mark Imperial. Take care.